This isn't just another YouTube video in your endless scroll. This video found you. It manifested in your feed right now, not by algorithm alone, but by a deeper resonance, a synchronistic pull from your unconscious, signaling that you are precisely at the precipice of a profound psychological transformation. Carl Jung called these meaningful coincidences synchronicity, moments when the outer world mirrors an urgent inner necessity. You're not here by chance. Your soul has drawn you to a crucial truth, a difficult wisdom you've been unconsciously seeking, perhaps even actively avoiding. This isn't just content, it's a mirror, and what it reflects back might be uncomfortable, challenging your deepest assumptions. But it's exactly what you need to finally see, to finally integrate. You feel it, don't you? That subtle, persistent unease, the nagging sense that, despite all your conscious efforts, something fundamental is off-kilter, constantly throwing your life out of balance. Perhaps you're trapped in a relentless cycle of toxic relationships, constantly seeking validation from others, only to find yourself repeatedly betrayed, misunderstood, or abandoned. Maybe you're caught in the insidious grip of self-sabotage, an invisible hand guiding you away from success, genuine happiness, or deep connection, leaving you wondering why you perpetually undermine your own immense potential, baffling even yourself. Or perhaps it's a more diffuse, existential weight, a pervasive feeling of meaninglessness in a world that demands constant performance, leaving you adrift in a vast sea of unanswered questions about purpose, authenticity, and your very place within it all. You've diligently tried the quick fixes, the surface-level advice, the empty affirmations that feel increasingly hollow. You've sought external solutions for an inherently internal problem, a profound philosophical and psychological misalignment that festers beneath the surface, whispering doubts and fears. These aren't merely bad habits. They are potent symptoms of a deeper, often unconscious call from your neglected inner landscape for urgent attention, for integration, for a radical shift in perspective that transcends mere self-help platitudes and demands true introspection. The profound reason you're feeling this way, the precise reason these destructive patterns persist, lies in what philosophical psychology calls the unlived life, or, more potently, the shadow, those repressed or disowned parts of ourselves we aggressively project onto others. Carl Jung taught us that the shadow isn't inherently evil. It's simply the unconscious counterpoint to our conscious ego. It holds our unacknowledged desires, raw emotions, rejected potential, and suppressed weaknesses. When we refuse to integrate our shadow, it doesn't disappear. Instead, it powerfully manifests. It shows up as your relentless self-sabotage, your projections onto toxic partners, your crippling anxieties, and your compulsive behaviors. It's the part of you that fears true power, deep vulnerability, and genuine freedom, because true freedom demands radical responsibility for all of yourself, not just the palatable parts. Friedrich Nietzsche, with his radical honesty, would challenge us to look at this profound discomfort not as a flaw, but as an unparalleled opportunity for immense growth, a fiery forge for the will. He understood that true strength doesn't arise from avoiding suffering, but from fiercely embracing it, actively transmuting it into a profound affirmation of life itself. His revolutionary concept of amor fati, the passionate love of one's fate, isn't passive acceptance. It's an active, even joyful embrace of everything that happens, including the difficult, the ugly, the painful, because these are the very elemental forces that rigorously shape us, that build our psychological resilience. To truly become who you are meant to be, you must not only endure, but will your own suffering as a necessary, transformative crucible. This isn't about becoming heartless. It's about developing an inner fortitude that no external circumstance can ever shatter. And Niccolò Machiavelli, often gravely misunderstood, offers a brutal, unflinching pragmatism. While not directly psychological, his incisive insights into human nature underscore the critical importance of understanding the real rather than merely the ideal. He'd argue that if you refuse to acknowledge the darker, more strategic, self-interested aspects of humanity and within yourself, you remain perpetually naive and vulnerable. This isn't a cynical call to ruthlessness, but to a deeply grounded realism that empowers you to astutely navigate the complex social dynamics, set clear boundaries, and fiercely protect your precious energy. It's about developing virtù, not virtue in the conventional moral sense, but a kind of robust, adaptable strength of character, the profound capacity to act decisively and intelligently in the world. It's about consciously knowing your own immense potential for both light and shadow and learning to wield them consciously rather than being unconsciously ruled by them. This profound integration, this courageous willingness to engage with the entire spectrum of your being, is the only authentic path to true psychological sovereignty. So, how do you begin to truly integrate these potent, often uncomfortable truths? How do you move from mere intellectual understanding to embodied wisdom that fundamentally shifts your reality? 1. Shadow journaling and active imagination. Identify those parts of yourself you judge, fear, or resent in others. These are often projections of your own unacknowledged shadow. Write them down. Then, through active imagination, dialogue with these shadow figures. Ask them what they want, what wisdom they hold. Listen to the uncomfortable answers. Don't dismiss them. This isn't about becoming your shadow, but integrating its energy constructively. 2. Embrace amor fati through conscious reframe. When faced with a setback or painful experience, instead of resisting, pause. Ask yourself, how can this experience, in its raw truth, serve my growth? What strength is it forging? What hidden lesson is it revealing? This is a conscious act of willing your suffering, not avoiding it, to extract its inherent power. 3. Cultivate psychological sovereignty. Take radical, unwavering responsibility for your inner world. Stop blaming external circumstances or others for your emotional state. Recognize that you are the primary architect of your own experience. Set clear, firm boundaries, not out of anger, but out of deep self-respect. Understand that no is a complete sentence, and protecting your peace is a profound form of self-love, even if it disappoints others. This is Machiavellian pragmatism applied to the self. 4. Seek conscious paradox. Life is rarely black and white. True wisdom lies in holding two seemingly contradictory truths simultaneously. You can be strong and vulnerable. You can seek connection and thrive in solitude. Embrace the inherent tension of these paradoxes. It's precisely where genuine complexity and profound depth reside. This video didn't find you by chance. It arrived precisely when your unconscious mind, your soul, was truly ready to contend with these deeper truths. This is your moment to stop merely surviving and start truly living. To shed the suffocating shackles of unconscious patterns and claim your birthright of psychological sovereignty. The journey won't be easy. It will demand courage, relentless self-honesty, and an unwavering willingness to confront what you've diligently avoided. But the reward? A life of profound authenticity, unshakable resilience, and an inner freedom that no external force can ever diminish. The call has been made. Will you answer it? The choice, as always, is profoundly yours.